Today I'm going to show you the 5 best decks to play right now for the September season. Up first, we have a brand new Lava Hound deck that is pretty strong right now. It is, what, 4 ground units or something like that? Lava Miner, no Loon, no big way of getting damage, just chip, vines, no other spell. The defense impeccable so far with this deck. And I've been seeing a lot of people playing just straight up vines with no other spells. It's kind of weird. I'm honestly a little surprised that people are running like weird decks with no spells, but this in turn has made the card on the board right now really strong, and that's the Evolved Witch. If nobody's running spells to deal with the Witch, she's just gonna go ham. And what's fun about this deck is even though we have Evo Baby Dragon to speed up everything, it's not really a necessity. It kind of feels like it's just making the deck even better. The deck can still work without it, but of course I'd recommend just always having the 2 evolutions. Just cough up the pass with Code Invader, you know? But yeah, I mean, we could get out of tricky situations like this just by using the vines, and you can always there's always something in your hand to defend things, which is just a really good part of Lava Hound that never exists in the decks, because you always end up not being able to have ground defense or air defense or something. But I mean, here we have Tombstone, Miner, Bomber, Barbs. You never have 4 ground units in the deck, but here we do, and it's been working really well, especially against bridge spam. I'd say the biggest issue right now for me is trying to deal with the Graveyard Witch decks, which will absolutely be in this video, because I would be lying to you if I didn't say that's one of the best decks in the game right now. But yeah, I mean, just the defense with this lava deck is so strong. And I mean, you don't typically see that at all. So we're in for a little bit of a treat. And the Baby Dragon's definitely going to help. We're going to get the slow field started, so it buys us a little extra time. I can literally go Bomber up here, and this P.E.K.K.A.'s not going to make it to my tower. I literally wouldn't have to... What's our literally counter at? 3? I wouldn't have to play any more defense like that. It just slows everything down so much that there's nothing you can do about it. Well, that's the problem with playing in Trophy Road, guys. We can't hit fireballs anymore. But, I mean, even if he hit that fireball, that Baby Dragon was going to be on the tower as well. I just leaked a bunch of elixirs sitting there doing nothing. Also, and I mean, you're going to see the same amount of success against so many decks because your defense is just so good. If you're struggling with decks that have big tanky units like Executioner, like Witch, and you can't kill them, stop going lava into them. This is just, the game's already over, I'm just playing. But if you stop going into them and make them push into you, they're never going to be able to get damage because of how good the defense is. You have Vines, Baby Drag, Slow Field, Barbs, Bomber, Tombstone. The defense with this deck is insane, and absolutely prioritize playing it over offense. Next up is one of the strongest bridge spam decks in the game right now. P.E.K.K.A. bridge spam with the Evo Baby Dragon, which is just... The Baby Dragon's a common denominator, and it's not in all of the decks, but it's in quite a few of them because of how just absurdly strong it is. You see the slowdown effect that we showed off last game. That's not the only thing it does. It speeds things up, and although there wasn't much in the Lava Hound deck to speed up, there is a ton in this deck to speed up. You can Speedy Berserker, Speedy Minion, Speedy Ram Rider. Oh my god. I haven't noticed Speedy P.E.K.K.A. doing that much, but it's still pretty good. So we're going to go with the Ram Rider here. Underleveled Ram Rider coming in to predict the Hog Rider. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I probably honestly could have saved my elixir and went with the vines there and tanked a little bit of hog damage so that I could have gotten more value out of my Ram Rider. But those are things, you pick up the more you play a deck. I don't really have that much experience with P.E.K.K.A. Bridge Ram, but recently it's been something I'm actually trying to learn, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, we're up some damage. We got a King Tower activation. We've got the Baby Drag Slow Field coming in here. I'm actually just going to use a, I'll use a P.E.K.K.A. Since this is a 6 elixir push, might as well use the P.E.K.K.A. I was going to consider going E-Spirit and just tanking some of the hits, but I mean, sure, we can go in here. Maybe bait out a Inferno Tower as well. We'll see. It's kind of up to him. I want to see what else he plays here, because I don't want to commit to Evo Baby Dragon. I would like to save it. So in case he plays something else, okay, he just does that. I'll go Ram then. Sure, because you got to play something else on the P.E.K.K.A. You got to play something else on the P.E.K.K.A. David! What are you doing, dog? Okay, well, I mean, that's what happens when you want to get too passive. You feel like, oh, I don't, that prince isn't going to get a... Yes, it is. And, okay, that's fine, that's fine. So I'll go minions. Typically, I think that this deck is really, it's a bit weirder than your normal deck. You kind of really want to play aggressively. I understand I'm not playing super aggressive in this game, but you want to play aggressive, and you kind of just want to make sure that you're taking your opportunities to get damage, because as the game goes on, some matchups can get easier, but other matchups get way harder to get damage because your opponents can consistently defend. So when you see an opening in single, just take it. Just take it and be, you know, ready to use the Berserker or the Vines to get the rest of your, like, your defense. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's say you overcommit, okay, because you wanted to take a risk to get some damage. It didn't work out. Pekka, level 14, Pekka! No, but like, you can bail yourself out with Barbell, with Vines, with even minions to an extent. So don't be scared to be aggressive early in the game to secure some damage, and then go into turtle mode and play defense later in the game, because defense is good with this deck. Now, I'm going out on a little bit of a limb here. I understand that, once again, I believe this deck has a baby dragon in it, but dude, you have to understand that the meta right now is Vines, baby dragon, and whatever the hell you want to fill the rest of the deck with. That's just that's the meta. That's the meta. I don't make the meta. I don't make the meta. I don't make the meta. Don't blame me. I'm the messenger. But this Golem deck is insane right now. We have 2 people currently in the top 6 with it, which is really, really good. We have Witch once again just dominating. As I explained, the Witch kind of just coming back was something that we didn't really see happening. It just happened because of how bad, like, Goblin Curse was holding it back, as well as the fact that okay, let's get some Vines in here, as well as the fact that no big spell combos are being used right now because of the current meta. So think of it like this. Vines is making a certain meta. You have to use a certain thing to counter the certain thing for the meta, and Witch just sits here now and capitalizes off of all that because she heals and doesn't get killed by any big spell combos, and Vines isn't really very good against her. So you know what, I'm actually just gonna go ahead and run another game with this deck, because well, yeah, I didn't even get a chance to use my, I'm not going to say his name, because when I play him, I want to do the voice impression. But yeah, I mean, okay, here we go. Goblin Machine. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. But yeah, I mean, you're going to see so much Vines Baby Dragon just because of how good it is. Did we outrun the my balloons? Don't do that. My balloons get hit. My balloons get, yeah, that's more like it. Okay, we were going to shoot that at the thing, which is going to allow us to, very detailed commentary here by the Big O, allow us to kill that. They did nerf the Vines a little. Defensive balloon on the mini P.E.K.K.A. Sure. I mean, they just don't want me to play, they don't want me to play a full game of Golem. If the deck looks stupidly easy, it's not just because my opponents are bad, or because of how much I outskill the opponents, or because of how much more experience I have than the opponent. I'm done glazing myself. They're just not good. They're just not good. I'm not doing anything special. I'm using a broken deck, and my opponents aren't very good. That's the combination that is dominating Clash Royale, has been for a few months, and is still doing this season. You use the new card, you cough up the 10 bucks, 20 bucks, use the new card, have it already 30, 40% advantage over your opponent. You throw that with the fact that I am probably more skilled than these guys, and you can't lose a game. Like, it's stupid, but this will also happen to you. The problem is most free-to-play players can't just pick up these decks, so you see the dilemma. This bait deck is super, super broken. If you can't have success with it, I don't know what to tell you, man, because, oh my goodness. Watching Hypno play this deck, not that I watch too much Clash Royale content, is just really nice, because you see the pressure, and it's just nice. It's just when you're playing it, it's very nice. Let me correct myself. When you're going up against it, it is absolute hell on the arena. So we're gonna show off just how strong it is here as we get deeper into the game. Mortar's a deck with a lot of answers to us, but you're going to see shortly that that doesn't necessarily help you. You could have as many answers to me as you want. That's not going to, you know, allow you to be able to keep up with double lane pressure, 3 barrels. Oh, Princess is just, oh my gosh. Okay, I didn't know she was going to do all that. Oh, I could have kept that alive too if I wasn't, you know, slow, but I'm a lava player, so I'm a little bit slow. No, it's just I haven't eaten today. That's what it is. Let's get a Vines down on this. Yeah, we took an already very skilled, skillful deck and threw the vines in it, and it is this skill has increased by 3 times. I don't know what to tell you. Let's go Ice Spirit again. He's not back to bats, but we should be able to freeze the furnace, retarget it onto the Valkyrie. Now you still got to deal with that. I think pretty sure we killed a fire spirit somewhere in this interaction. Now we go Goblin Gang over here. I understand that, you know, bats. I could have probably kept the princess alive. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not taking this seriously. Guys, this is not like the best matchup of all time either, especially since he has bait for our Cannoneer. But yeah, I mean, we're already up a butt ton of damage. Just making plays that aren't really that cool, that are like kind of common sense, like protecting the princess. They're just very basic plays that make it a lot harder for him to defend us. I'll go Princess here. I'll actually Vines this so we don't immediately lose our Princess. And I'll go Valkyrie because he's going to... I mean, that was a little overkill, don't you think, buddy? I mean, Markeen, I think that was a little overkill. Let's see. He's going to deal with the... Okay, so you played a Goblin Gang into... Okay, you know, next video is going to be on the Path of Legends. I'm sorry, I'm facing literal plumbers. I swear they are not this bad when I'm, like, not making a video, okay? I promise you. Go Valk over here. He's going to snipe that again. To be frank, I don't really care. It's going to lock onto my tower. To be frank, again, I don't really care. I don't know how he didn't get killed there. I thought my Dark Goggins was gonna vanish. But we are testing his reaction time. Hello. Finds it up. Give me one. Give me one more. Oh, yeah. That's going to be game. Last and absolutely, certainly, most definitely not least, we have Graveyard, which is one of the strongest defensive decks we've ever seen because, hey, we threw Vines in it. Hey, by the way, Vines is currently being used more than the Princess Tower. Also, Barb Barrel is being used almost in 50% of the current top 200 decks, which I think is kind of crazy. I didn't think Barb Barrel was that good, but I mean, apparently it is. Let's go Poison on this Musketeer here and focus on not being too aggressive early game with your graveyards. Obviously, sometimes your opponent uses like graveyard counters. You know what he's playing. You know for a fact that he's down elixir, stuff like that, which typically doesn't happen lower ladder. You're going to be able to just, well, Vines things is pretty cool too. But you're going to be able to see if you can go in with the graveyard. If there's you're without certainty or without an uncertain doubt of spec in your blood, you know that you can go graveyard. You can go. If you don't have like 100% certainty that you can go graveyard, just wait and just play good defense because this deck has some of the best defense you will ever see. I'm currently getting outcycled because 2.6. So, you know, that's kind of like valid. But here, we're going to use our graveyard. I'm going to wait a second because there's a chance he could plug us at the bridge. He doesn't, so we're going to go in here. And now I can just go Vines. And we're going to freeze everything up. Our Knight's going to stay alive. We're going to get a little bit of good tower damage. Graveyard is really good against 2.6 because they don't have answers to the graveyard. So what they're going to try and do typically is block you at the bridge or try and get Musketeer value. We're just going to take Vines and Poison value to counteract that and play really good defense so there's nothing he can do. We'll go Barb Barrel. And he fireballs the Goblin Hut, which is a fine play. I'm going to let him have that one time. One time I'm going to let him have that just because I feel a little bit bad for bullying under-leveled 2.6 players. Well, actually, no, I don't. Screw 2.6 players. Unless you're watching this and you're a 2.6 player, then I love you because I love all my fans. We'll go Poison here. I'm going to Graveyard again because he didn't block the bridge. Again, we're just waiting on the graveyards for a half second to see if he blocks the bridge or not. Vines, because if Poison isn't enough, then Vines will get the job done. You already guarantee yourself like graveyard hits when you play graveyard and have a tank, but Vines just make it even harder. And all of the top 5 decks for this season right now are currently beyond broken. Choose which one you want to play and just watch the results.